A, B, C, D, F, G, I, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, now Y, no, my, A, B, C, won't you come and sing with me?
Be careful. Here's what you'll learn today. Sometimes it's easy to get the letters B and D mixed up. This activity will help you learn how to tell them apart. One day, a group of letter friends were walking in a nice straight line to the lunchroom. All letter friends faced forward, being very careful not to run into the letter in front of them in line. Lowercase b liked his friends, but every once in a while he would get distracted. Before he knew it, that belly would bump right into the letter in front of him. It didn't seem to matter who was in front of him. Lowercase b always found that belly of his was right next to his friends in line. If he stood behind the little e, there was that belly bumping up against e. If he was next to I and G, they would all walk so nicely, and then, oops, there was that belly. B was going to have to concentrate and learn self-control, or he was going to start to annoy his friends. Lowercase d also had a problem when he came walking into the lunchroom. He liked to be different. Instead of walking like most of the other letters, facing forward, D looked backwards. He never bumped into the other letters walking this way because his belly was pointed a different direction and somehow he was always stopped in time. Just in case the other letters didn't know D was backing up, he'd make a noise. This way, everyone was safe. One day, D noticed B with that bumping belly. After lunch, he found B on the playground and said, "Hey, B, I noticed that sometimes that belly bumps into your neighbor's back. When I walk differently, I make a noise. That way no one gets hurt. You might want to give it a try until that belly gets under control. It sounds like this. Deet, deet, deet." Did you know a true friend is someone who helps solve problems without being mean or harsh? In this story, D did not get rude when talking to B about his bumping belly. D really wants to help. When friends help each other in kind ways, it makes it easier to change a bad behavior. It took some time and a lot of patience, but B learned to focus as he walked. Even though his belly still pointed forward, even though it came close to the other letters, B always made sure that he stopped with his belly button pointed straight ahead without any bumping. His letter friends were thrilled. Little B became one of the best boys in the class when it came to being polite. Did you know, many years ago, before computers were invented, print had to be typeset. This meant that books or magazines had to have every tiny letter put into a row in exact order to make words. A common problem was to confuse which way P or Q went. That's why minding P's and Q's means be extra careful. If the letters B and D were walking together by a lake and they just happened to look down, wow, there would be friends P and Q. You see, the only difference in these letters is that B and D have stems that go up. P and Q have stems that go down. Let's visualize the difference between B and D. Think of the word bed. Look at this picture. Think of how the word starts. Think of each individual sound that makes up the word. Be, e, d, be, d. Bed. Notice how this picture looks like the word bed. But now close your eyes and see if you can still see the word bed in your mind. If you can remember this word, you will always remember which direction to draw the belly for B and D. Another great way to remember which direction B and D are written is to trace the letters in the air while you close your eyes and let your brain visualize the word and the picture again. Close your eyes and try writing B-E-D with your fingers in the air. If this is helpful to you, try practicing your spelling words this way. Visualizing and tracing words in the air are great ways to remember. Thank you for finishing this activity. Hopefully you were able to learn more about the lowercase letters B, D, P, and Q.